from Petco Park in downtown San Diego. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Dylan Cease.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Next offering is down low. Late swing fouled off. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. So here is Bryce Harper. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Vladdy in his 6th season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Late with the swing there. And now 1 and 2. Got him swinging. Back here at Petco Park. And on the mound today, Bowden Francis.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Tatis waits. Swings through that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. Luis Ariz stands in. On a line, base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Manny.
And now it's Manny Machado. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do.
Line to left. Makes the grab, 2 away. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit.
Raleigh.
Little chopper rolls foul. Ariz on third. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. Ground ball right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. That's out number 3. New inning getting started. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Cease back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Merrill makes the play, and there's 1 down. Here's Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's in the dirt. Out towards right center field. Tatis after it. And there's 2 away. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Line drive, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. No score here in the second. And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
In the air out towards right center. It gets down a base hit. The throw in. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Dalton Varsho in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Righty delivers. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now at the plate, Alejandro Kirk. Inside, just missed. Pitches in there. That's strike 1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Bichette, the runner at third. Clement on second. Varsho on at first with 2 down. That one misses. 3-1 now. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. And they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. So 2 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Ripped on a line. Tatis makes the grab. And that is that.
Is this redemption for my soul?
And we're back. Stepping in, Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Francis, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Tap foul at the plate. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Jason Hayward. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth, the left fielder.
Next for the Padres, Brandon Lockridge. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strike.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Guerrero around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay, safe, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Singleton scored his first time. That one fouled off. Man at second. That smash towards center. And there's 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Doubled in his first AB. And that one clips the corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
That's a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And the sweeper is off the plate. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Tatis really on his horse for it. Brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit
The
here.
right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Manny Machado up to the plate. And he's already singled in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
Whips it to first. Machado is out. 3rd out. On to the 4th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one pushed foul. Kirk measures 5 feet 8 inches, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Hard hit left side. Bogarts with the throw to first. That's the 1st out in the top of the 4th. So the lineup flips over. Here's George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. That takes care of Springer. Here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 in this one.
Harper.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Merrill snags it, and that'll do it. Back here in San Diego, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, right now, this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So, got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
2 down, nobody on. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Back here at Petco Park, Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
Cease back to work. Check swing foul.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
So those numbers I just mentioned tell me they've been really smart at the plate. They're feasting on the healthy stuff and avoiding the junk. Kind of sounds like your diet, Boo.
Cronenworth. And out number 1 on the grab. Andres Jimenez now at the plate.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
That one pushed to the left and foul. 1 out, base is empty. That one hammered but pulled foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's the third, and it stays fair. So a man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Jimenez around second, on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for
in the air, right field. Tatis pulls it down. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 outs. And that is out of play. Caught him looking for the K. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. On the ground to third. Slings it across. Bogaerts retired. Jason Haley, the next up for the Padres. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Foul ball. The Jays up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Guerrero makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's a speed threat. Brandon Lockridge. Flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Misses inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
This to third. Machado throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And the batter is George Springer. And the slider just misses. And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's outside. 3-0. And there's a foul ball. That's in there. And the count's full.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 3.
Harper.
So they bring on the veteran, Wandy Peralta.
Well, they need someone to stop their lead and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Lockridge. And there's 2 away. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Springer leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And Guerrero is set down. And that will end the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Number 57.
Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis arrives. The
number
next to hit. 1 for 2.
Reyes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And that one off the outside edge. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Here comes Manny Machado. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. Way back there. And out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's 7-2. Base is empty with 2 away. And now here is Cal Raleigh. Late on that fastball. 2 outs, base is empty. And strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is Springer. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Hot shot to third. Machado throws to first in time. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Peralta, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a changeup, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Lockridge snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Swing and a ball driven out to center. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1 away. Throw over to first. Now here is Jason Hayward.
Just some things we should.
Pitch misses,
outside.
and it's 1-0. Base hit, and now 2 aboard.
Up next for the
Now the left
Padres,
fielder, Brandon
the left fielder,
Lockridge.
Brandon Lockridge.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was
Up
effective.
next for the Padres,
Now it's Fernando
the right
Tatis
fielder,
Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Swinging a foul out of play. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the base.
A swing and a miss. Back here at Petco Park. And here is Ernie Clement. Peralta back to work. That one hit to right. Tatis drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. In the air out to center. Merrill on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Bogarts whips it across. Out number 3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Number 54, Brendan Little.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Manny Machado now. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3. So 1 out, nobody on. And now Jackson Merrill. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Padres.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Swing and a miss. Strike
No
1.
ball.
Now
1
this
strike.
team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but
Runner on the go.
Hey!
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And it's safe. It's a stolen base. Just
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit
Now
too
batting,
much
the
determination.
second baseman,
Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Cronenworth.
Cronenworth stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Merrill on third with 2 out. Next offering is fouled back.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho under it. And that is the third out of the inning. The Padres get one back thanks to the solo home. Back here in San Diego, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Out to short. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Here's Bryce Harper, 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch, not close. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That's hard hit on the line. Lockridge hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom 9.
Here you go.
Guards now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Xander Bogart. Now pitching for Toronto. Number 23.
And that one pulled foul.
Jeff Hoffman.
That to right. Springer racing after it. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. So here's the Padres DH, Jason Hayward. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
The Blue Jays leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And the batter now, Brandon Lockridge. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
The Padres down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Francis with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.